Hey everyone, today we're talking about a company that most of us know, and it is the platform that fundamentally changed business communication. This isn't just a story about technology innovation, it's about vision, timing, and strategic brilliance. I'm talking about Slack. So before I start to explain all that Slack did to become a successful business, I want to start at the beginning, before Slack was even a thing. You see, Slack was a communication tool built within a tiny company called TinySpec. And TinySpec was actually a game development company working on a project called Glitch. Now, Glitch ended up failing, but out of this came a communication tool that we know and love called Slack. The founder, Stuart Butterfield, created Slack to solve internal communication hurdles without realizing that it would address a global market need. I think today it's easy to see how Slack is a viable business application. We all see the annoying parts of multiple communication channels within a business. You've got email, phone calling, chat applications. It's even possible that you're working with other clients who use different chat applications. And the worst part is that sometimes those applications don't offer collaboration features like uploading files to store things in one simple location. The list is endless, but Slack identified a business problem, and that was that businesses were dealing and battling with inefficient email chains and fragmented communication tools. Slack's solution to this was a single platform where teams could collaborate in real time while integrating various work tools into one streamlined interface. It wasn't about making things easier, it was about transforming the very fabric of workplace interaction. Now, in the past, I worked for a company that was an early adopter of Slack, and I gotta say, the transition from Skype at the time to Slack was a monumental experience. It was so cool being able to work with these little groups and join on conversations that I might have otherwise missed around the workplace. The UI looked way more sleek than any other applications, and it allowed for something that I had never had before, and that was the channels function. We created these unique channels like Little Wins, where we could give shout outs to team players, and quotes of the day, where we could put, an inspirational quote in the morning, things like fun facts, and all these other collaborational channels to communicate with my coworkers. We had offices all over the world, and now we were able to connect and interact as a group, which had never happened before. What's even more interesting is that this was all pre-COVID. So I could see how something like Slack would have taken off and become a staple for a lot of businesses since then. Now, let's break down some of the genius that really came from Slack's entry to the marketplace. Typically, B2B sales models target buyer personas at a really high level position, and Slack kind of fundamentally flipped this upside down, and they focused on the users and the individual teams. They offered a free version of their tool, and the pricing was so low that even teams could implement this within their own budget if they saw that they found it beneficial. By allowing low pricing in a free version, it made acquiring the application for teams very easy, and as such, a domino effect started to take place. A small group of 4 could share it with someone else within the company, and sooner or later, the tool would spread throughout the organization, resulting in some big financial upside for Slack since the pricing was per seat. The grassroots approach was revolutionary. As small teams began to use Slack, they became advocates, gradually influencing the entire organization to adopt the platform. Slack's growth was fueled not by aggressive sales pitches, but by genuine user satisfaction and word of mouth. But what made Slack so appealing to its users? It wasn't just the platform's functionality. It was the user-centric design and the seamless integration with other tools, making daily work more efficient and less broken. Slack understood its users' needs deeply, focusing on creating a product that was not only functional, but also enjoyable to use. Looking at Slack's journey, we see a narrative of bold decisions and user-focused design. Slack's strategy disrupted the traditional B2B sales approach, showing that understanding and meeting the real needs of end users can lead to widespread adoption and success. In closing, Slack's story is more than a tale of business growth. It's a lesson in innovation and market understanding. Don't just drop someone just because they don't fit the high seat of the company's buyer persona. Allow that person to champion your product. Slack also reminds us that in a world of B2B business, success isn't just about selling a product. It's about having a mission and believing in that change that you're looking to make. In Slack's case, it was changing the way people work and communicate. Not everything from Slack will be applicable to your business, but the idea here is to draw inspiration, finding new strategies and tactics that might propel your business further. Hopefully, the story about Slack's rise to the top was helpful and insightful for you on your marketing and sales journey.